Chosen one, the message I'm about to share with you was recorded at the perfect time to reach you in this moment. It's not by chance that you're watching this video. God's hand has guided you here because something extraordinary is happening in your life at this exact instant. The universe is conspiring in your favor, and celestial energies are aligning to bring a complete transformation to your reality. Doors that seemed locked are being opened by divine power. Scarcity has come to an end. Abundance is already manifesting in every area of your life. This is the decisive moment, the turning point you've been waiting for. The prosperity that God has reserved for you is about to materialize in such a powerful way that it will leave everyone around you amazed. You have been chosen to experience this extraordinary transformation. Before we continue with this powerful message that will completely change your life, I need you to take immediate action. Pause this video now, click the like button, subscribe to the channel to help us reach more chosen ones like you, and leave a comment with the word abundance. This word will activate a powerful spiritual frequency and amplify the power of this message in your life. If you are truly chosen, you will feel that this message was prepared for you and will watch until the end. Get ready, because what I'm about to reveal will change your life forever. Chosen one, can you feel it? That invisible yet undeniably real presence hovering in the air around you? It's God's hand moving toward you. It's not a common sensation, it's a divine weight, an atmosphere charged with purpose and promise. It's the unmistakable sign that something extraordinary is about to happen in your life. God's hand doesn't move by chance. Every divine movement has a specific purpose, and right now, that purpose is you. The Creator of the universe has placed your name at the center of His plan. You have been chosen for a supernatural manifestation of prosperity that is about to flood your existence. Many around you continue with their routines, unaware of the spiritual change that is occurring, but you perceive it. Your spirit recognizes it. Your soul stirs with anticipation of what's to come. This is not a common moment in your journey. It's a divine milestone, a transition point that will separate your life into before and after. God's hand is preparing the way where there were only walls before. Barriers that seemed insurmountable are being torn down by a higher power. The limits that restricted your dreams are being expanded to accommodate the greatness that has always been your destiny. This is divine work happening in real time in your life. You have waited for so long, prayed fervently, kept your faith unshakable even when everything seemed to be conspiring against you. And now the moment has arrived. God's hand is moving to transform your reality. It's not a vague promise for a distant future. It's a present, tangible manifestation that has already begun to materialize here and now. Notice the signs around you, that sudden idea that appeared in your mind, that seemingly casual encounter with someone who mentioned exactly what you needed to hear, that unexpected opportunity that appeared when you least expected it. These aren't coincidences. They're manifestations of the divine hand orchestrating every detail for your prosperity. Some call it luck, others call it coincidence. But you, chosen one, know it's much more than that. It's the visible manifestation of grace and favor that rest upon your life. It's the fulfillment of ancient promises, the answer to persistent prayers, the result of your unwavering faith that never gave up even in the darkest moments. God's hand is removing toxic people from your path. It's pushing away situations that drain your energy. It's cutting ties that kept you bound to a past of limitation. This divine cleansing is necessary to make room for the new, for the abundant, for the extraordinary that is coming to you. At this moment, celestial forces are working tirelessly behind the scenes of your life. While you sleep, while you work, while you continue with your routine, God's hand is rearranging circumstances, influencing decisions, preparing hearts, opening doors that no man can close. The waiting time is over. The preparation period has ended. Now is the moment of manifestation, of realization, of the fulfillment of everything that was promised. God's hand doesn't just point the way, it carries you there. It doesn't just show the door, it opens it completely for you. This is the inevitable sign of divine presence in your life. Things begin to flow with supernatural ease. What once seemed impossible now presents itself as the most natural option. The pieces of your life's puzzle begin to fit perfectly, revealing a picture of prosperity and abundance that was always meant to be yours. You are at the epicenter of a divine movement. God's hand is acting with power and precision to elevate your life to levels you didn't even dare to dream. This is not an empty promise or a distant hope. It's a present reality that is already unfolding around you. Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to recognize it. Allow yourself to accept it. God's hand is upon you, chosen one, and nothing can stop the flow of prosperity, abundance, and blessings that is about to flood every area of your existence. This is just the beginning. The unmistakable sign that you have entered a new dimension of divine favor and grace. Have you ever felt the frustration of standing before a locked door? That feeling that something wonderful is on the other side, but no matter how hard you try, the door simply won't open. How many times have you pushed, forced, begged for that opportunity to materialize, but it seemed there was an invisible barrier preventing your progress? These locked doors have specific names in your life. Perhaps it's a relationship that never materialized despite all your effort. It might be that business that seemed perfect but never got off the ground, or that promotion that always went to someone else, even though you were the most qualified. Maybe it's a talent you know you possess, but that never found space to flourish. But something is changing now. You can feel it. There's a movement in the spiritual gears of the universe. What seemed immovable is now beginning to shift. What was stagnant now flows. The doors that were hermetically sealed are creaking on their hinges, starting to open by a force that is not human, but divine. This is not just any opening. It's a supernatural release. It's God intervening directly where human efforts failed. It's divine power manifesting exactly where you need it most. The doors that were locked aren't just being unlocked, they're being thrown wide open so you can enter with confidence and authority. Relationships that seemed impossible are about to flourish in your life. People who never noticed your worth will begin to see your genuine brilliance. Connections you tried to establish for years without success will now form with surprising naturalness. It's as if a divine switch has been flipped, illuminating your path for others. Businesses that were stagnant will begin to prosper. That idea you've kept for so long will finally find fertile ground to grow. Resources that seemed scarce will begin to flow in your direction. Clients, partners, investors, all will seem magnetically attracted to what you have to offer. The door of financial prosperity that seemed made of impenetrable steel now opens with a gentle touch. Creative ideas that were blocked will be released in abundance. You'll be surprised by the mental clarity and inspiration that will flood your mind. Solutions to old problems will emerge like revelations. Projects that were stalled will gain new momentum. The door of creative expression and innovation opens for you, inviting you to explore territories you didn't even know existed. Divine connections are being established at this very moment. People you don't even know yet are being strategically positioned in your path. Encounters that will seem like coincidence will actually be orchestrated by the divine hand to take you to the next level. The door of divine networking opens, revealing a network of support and opportunities that has always been in the celestial plan for your life. This opening of doors is not gradual. It's sudden and powerful. It's like a dam breaking after years of containing the pressure of water. The abundance that was held back for so long now flows freely, flooding your life with unexpected blessings. What seemed impossible yesterday becomes not only possible, but inevitable today. You no longer need to force these doors. You no longer need to beg them to open. You no longer need to exhaust your strength trying to create opportunities. The divine hand is removing every obstacle, breaking every lock, dissolving every barrier. Your role now is simply to walk confidently through the doors that open before you. This is not a promise for a distant future. It's not something that will happen someday. It's a present reality that is already manifesting. The doors are already opening. The paths are already being revealed. The opportunities are already materializing. You are witnessing in real time the divine power transforming your reality. Believe what your spiritual eyes can see. Trust what your heart can feel. The doors that were locked are opening for you, chosen one. It's time to enter with boldness, with confidence, with the certainty that you have been divinely positioned to prosper beyond everything you thought possible. Chosen one, pay close attention to what I'm about to reveal now. There are moments in life when chronological time and divine time perfectly align, creating a portal for supernatural manifestations. This moment is now. The hour of manifestation isn't coming. It has arrived. It's happening at this exact instant as you receive this message. For years, you've planted seeds of faith, watered them with your prayers, nourished them with your persistence, protected them with your unwavering hope even when everything seemed dead. What many didn't understand is that while on the surface nothing seemed to be happening, underground, your seeds were creating deep roots, strengthening, preparing for an explosion of growth that no one could imagine. This is not an ordinary hour, it's a divinely marked moment on the celestial calendar. God has decreed, the door of scarcity has closed, and the door of abundance has been thrown wide open. This decree is not a suggestion or a possibility, it's an established reality that no force can prevent. The manifestation of your prosperity is not a question of if, but of now. Look around you with spiritual eyes. Can you perceive it? The signs are everywhere. That unexpected phone call, that sudden proposal, that idea that came out of nowhere, that person who entered your life with no apparent explanation. These aren't coincidences. They're visible manifestations of the invisible divine work that is transforming your reality. You waited for the right moment. You prepared during the time of scarcity. You remained faithful during the testing period. And now, the harvest time has arrived. The manifestation isn't coming in droplets. It's coming as a flood of blessings that will surprise even the most faithful. It's an avalanche of prosperity that will sweep away every limitation from your path. The signs of scarcity that once dominated your life, overdue bills, missed opportunities, closed doors, are being replaced by signs of abundance, unexpected resources, surprising invitations, sudden recognition. It's as if a divine switch has been flipped, transforming the frequency of your reality from lack to prosperity. It's not tomorrow, it's not later, it's not when you're more prepared or when circumstances are more favorable. It's now. This present moment contains all the manifestation power you need. The divine hour has synchronized with your now, creating a vortex of unlimited possibilities that are materializing in real time. The manifestation that is occurring now is not limited to one area of your life. It's not just financial prosperity, although that certainly is part of it. It's a holistic transformation that encompasses relationships, health, purpose, creativity, influence, and legacy. It's a multidimensional explosion of divine favor that will elevate every aspect of your existence. You were prepared for this moment. Every challenge you faced, every disappointment you overcame, every tear you shed, all of this was part of the refining process that enabled you to sustain the magnitude of the blessings being poured upon you now. Not a single moment of your past was wasted. The manifestation no longer requires waiting. It requires recognition. Your task now is not to continue begging or seeking, but to recognize and receive what is already being released. It's opening your arms, heart, and mind to embrace the abundance being poured out. It's declaring with certainty, I deserve this. I am ready for this. I receive this now. Those who cannot see with spiritual eyes will try to diminish what is happening. They'll say it's luck, coincidence, or just favorable circumstances. but you know the truth. You recognize the divine signature in every door that opens, in every resource that manifests, in every opportunity that emerges from apparent nothingness. This manifestation is not just for you. You are a channel, a conductor of divine abundance that will flow through you to bless many others. Your prosperity has purpose. Your abundance has a mission. The favor manifesting in your life is not just for your comfort and security, but to expand your capacity to impact the world. The hour of manifestation has arrived, chosen one. It's not a time to doubt or question, but to affirm and declare. It's not time to timidly ask, but to boldly receive. It's not a moment to hide, but to shine with all the splendor that has always been your divine right. Repeat with me. The manifestation is happening now. Abundance is flowing now. Prosperity is materializing now. My time has come. This is my hour. The door of scarcity has closed, and the door of abundance has been thrown wide open for me. Have you ever felt the invisible force of opposition? That resistance that seems to arise exactly when you're about to achieve something great? The voices trying to convince you that you don't deserve it, won't make it, aren't ready. The obstacles that appear right when the path seemed clear. This is no coincidence. It's an unmistakable sign that you're heading in the right direction, about to enter a new level of prosperity. The truth you need to understand today is this: no envy, no obstacle, no opposing force can block what heaven has already released over your life. When divine favor manifests, there is no earthly or spiritual power capable of interrupting its flow. The prosperity with your name on it has already been decreed in the celestial courts, and no human tribunal can nullify that sentence. The people around you may not understand what's happening. They may doubt, they may criticize, they may even try to sabotage your progress with negative words or malicious actions. But these opposing forces are like waves crashing against a lighthouse. They may make noise, they may create temporary disturbance, but they cannot bring down what has been divinely established. Each attempt to prevent your prosperity only serves to strengthen the divine determination to elevate you even higher. Every door someone tries to close in your face causes 10 new doors to open. Every negative word spoken against you transforms into fuel to propel your ascension. What was planned to harm you will be transformed into steps for your elevation. The obstacles appearing in your path are not signs that you should stop. They are indications that you should change strategy. They are disguised opportunities to develop new skills, discover new paths, forge new alliances. They are invitations for you to demonstrate the unwavering strength that dwells within you. Remember, your prosperity doesn't depend on human approval. It doesn't need to be validated by critics or endorsed by experts. It doesn't require permission from institutions or the blessing of earthly authorities. Your prosperity flows directly from the divine source to you, without intermediaries, without filters, without interference. You've spent too much time postponing your dreams out of fear of opposition. Too much time dimming your light so as not to disturb those who prefer darkness. Too much time believing you needed someone's permission to manifest the greatness that has always been within you. That time is over. The prosperity that is manifesting in your life now has divine protection. It's as if there were an invisible bubble around you, repelling negative energies, unkind words, malicious actions. The darts of envy may be thrown, but they won't be able to penetrate this supernatural protection that surrounds you and everything that belongs to you. Those who try to prevent your prosperity will face a force much greater than they can comprehend. It's not you against them. It's the divine force defending the purpose established for your life. You don't need to fight these battles. You don't need to respond to every criticism or justify every blessing. Simply continue moving forward while invisible forces fight on your behalf. This is an unshakable promise. What God has opened, no one can close. The The prosperity that has been released over your life is irrevocable, irretractable, non-negotiable. It's not subject to voting, doesn't depend on favorable circumstances, cannot be vetoed by contrary opinions. It's a celestial decree that is already in effect. You'll notice that the same people who tried to hinder your progress will begin to change their attitude. Some will quietly withdraw, recognizing they cannot fight against what is happening. Others will approach, wanting to be part of what they're seeing. And some, transformed by the testimony of your prosperity, will become unexpected allies in your journey. Your prosperity is not just financial, it's multi-dimensional. It's health when everyone around is falling ill. It's mental peace when chaos prevails. It's clarity of purpose when confusion dominates. It's positive influence when negativity spreads. It's inner strength when external circumstances seem adverse. No one can prevent this holistic manifestation of prosperity in your life. Remain firm in your position of authority. You were placed where you are for a purpose that transcends any human opposition. The prosperity flowing to you now is not just a personal benefit, it's a living testimony of the transformative power operating in your life. It's a public declaration that the impossible becomes possible for those who have been chosen. Declare with confidence, no envy will interrupt my blessing, no obstacle will block my path, no opposing force will prevent my prosperity. What heaven has released over my life, no one on earth can block. Chosen one. Have you ever felt confined, as if you were living in a space too small for your dreams, for your talents, for the purpose that pulses in your heart, like a giant forced to live in a dollhouse, always bending, always limiting yourself, always holding back to fit in the space the world has determined for you? This feeling of confinement is not an accident. It's a sign that you were created for larger spaces. You weren't designed to live on the edge, to survive on the minimum, to be content with less than the greatness you were destined for. You were born to expand, to grow, to occupy territories many consider unreachable. Now, a profound transformation is happening. The invisible walls that limited your expansion are being torn down. The ceilings that prevented your growth are being removed. The fences that delimited your territory are being uprooted. It's time to breathe deeply and expand in all directions. Prepare to be taken to larger places. Not just physical ones, but places of greater influence, greater authority, greater recognition, greater impact. Places where your voice will be amplified, where your talents will be valued, where your presence will be celebrated, where your purpose will be fully realized. You weren't called to live in the shadows, but to shine with your own light. Not to be a passive observer, but an active protagonist. Not to follow paths established by others, but to open new trails that others will follow. Not to echo others' ideas, but to be a source of original inspiration. These larger places will demand more from you. They'll require a new mindset, a new posture, a new confidence. They'll require you to abandon old patterns of limiting thought, old associations that kept you small, old fears that prevented you from taking bold steps. But you are ready, more ready than you imagine. In every area of your life, you're being elevated to a new level. In business, you will no longer struggle for crumbs, but will feast with abundance. In relationships, you will no longer tolerate toxic connections, but will cultivate ties that elevate and inspire you. In health, you will no longer be content with merely surviving, but will thrive with full vitality. In purpose, you will no longer question your worth, but will walk with the unshakable certainty that you were chosen for such a time as this. The places where you were ignored will transform into stages where you'll be celebrated. The environments where your voice was silenced will become auditoriums, attentive to your message. The doors that remained closed will open automatically when you approach. The tables where you weren't invited will now have your name engraved on the main chair. This elevation doesn't depend on your credentials, your origin, your history, your human connections. It flows directly from a divine decree that determined this is your moment of ascension. The limitations the world tried to impose on you are being broken by a supernatural force that doesn't recognize artificial barriers. As you're taken to larger places, your perception will change. What once seemed big will now seem small. What once seemed impossible will now seem achievable. What once seemed bold will now seem the minimum acceptable. Your dreams will expand to match the new reality that is manifesting around you. When you reach these larger places, many will ask how you managed it. Some will suspect shortcuts or undue favors. Others will theorize about luck or coincidences, but you'll know the truth. Your elevation is not the product of chance or human maneuvers. It's the result of a divine alignment that was prepared since before your birth. Don't feel guilty about this ascension. Don't apologize for the brightness of your light. Don't diminish your blessings to make others feel comfortable. You were called to establish a new standard, to raise the bar, to show what's possible when someone walks in complete alignment with their divine purpose. These larger places aren't just for your personal benefit. You're being strategically positioned to impact lives, to transform systems, to inspire movements, to leave a legacy that will transcend your physical existence. Your elevation has a collective purpose that will only be fully revealed when you fully occupy your new territory. Get ready, chosen one. The small places that tried to confine you are now just distant memories. Before you are vast spaces, unlimited opportunities, expanded influence, abundant prosperity. You were born to lead, prosper and shine where once you were ignored. And that moment has arrived. Pay close attention. There is an invisible line in time that separates one season from another. A precise moment when winter gives way to spring, when night surrenders to dawn, when waiting transforms into manifestation. We are exactly at this dividing line right now. The new season isn't approaching. It's officially beginning now as you receive this message. This is the long-awaited turning point, the decisive moment that will separate everything you've lived until now from everything you're about to experience. It's as if a cosmic bell were ringing, announcing to the entire universe the season of struggle, scarcity, and limitation has ended for you. The season of victory, abundance, and expansion has just been inaugurated. In natural cycles, each season has its unmistakable signs. Spring brings flowers, summer brings heat, autumn brings harvest, winter brings withdrawal. Similarly, this new spiritual season brings its own markers that are already manifesting in your life. Pay attention to the signs, doors that open effortlessly, people who appear strategically, resources that multiply inexplicably. A cycle of financial miracles is beginning for you now. These aren't just gradual improvements or small increases, they're supernatural transfers of wealth that will defy natural logic. Resources that seemed inaccessible will be placed in your hands. Debts that seemed eternal will be cancelled. Investments that seemed modest will produce extraordinary returns. Provision won't come from just one source, but from multiple channels, some completely unexpected. The doors that were previously closed and locked now open automatically as you approach. You'll no longer need to beg for opportunities. They will come to you. You'll no longer need to repeatedly prove your worth. Your value will be instantly recognized. You'll no longer need to struggle to be included. You'll be actively sought out and invited to decision-making tables, circles of influence, and positions of leadership. An abundant harvest is beginning at this exact instant. Every seed you planted, every tear that watered the soil of your journey, every act of faith that seemed insignificant, everything is bearing fruit simultaneously. This is not an ordinary harvest. It's an accelerated and multiplied harvest. What would normally take years to mature is being manifested in days. What typically would produce 30-fold is generating 100-fold. This new season brings with it an unprecedented flow of creativity and innovation. Revolutionary ideas will arise in your mind. Creative solutions to old problems will manifest with crystal clarity. Your mind will be tuned to higher frequencies, capturing inspirations that will transform not only your life, but the lives of many around you. What once seemed an impossible dream will now reveal itself as a perfectly executable plan. Divine relationships are being formed in this new season. People who share your vision, who amplify your gifts, who complement your abilities, are being strategically positioned in your path. These aren't superficial or temporary connections. They're divine alliances formed to sustain and potentialize the new dimension of prosperity you're entering. Some of these people are already around you, just waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves as crucial allies. Your influence is expanding exponentially in this new season. Your voice will reach further, your ideas will have more impact, your example will inspire more people. What was once a small circle of influence will now transform into a global network. People you've never met personally will be touched by your purpose. Your name will be mentioned in places where you've never physically been. Your work will transcend geographical and cultural barriers. The inner peace that characterizes this new season is different from anything you've ever experienced. It's not just the absence of conflict, but the presence of an unwavering confidence in the process. It's the deep certainty that you are exactly where you should be, doing exactly what you should do, in the perfectly orchestrated time. This peace will remain even when challenges arise, because you'll know that every obstacle has already been foreseen and already defeated. The energy of this new season is tangible. You'll be surprised by the physical, mental, and spiritual vitality you'll feel upon waking each morning. Tasks that once left you exhausted will now be accomplished with ease. Projects that seemed overwhelming will now be approached with renewed enthusiasm. It's as if a source of divine energy were directly connected to your being, fueling every cell of your body, every facet of your mind, every dimension of your spirit. Recognize that this transition of seasons is irreversible. It's not a passing moment of luck or a brief window of opportunity. It's a permanent paradigm shift. What is beginning now will not end. It will only evolve to increasingly higher levels of manifestation. You will not return to the old season. The struggles, limitations, and scarcity of the past remain in the past, without power to invade your new reality. This new season is characterized by supernatural acceleration. What would normally take decades to manifest will happen in years. What would take years will happen in months. What would take months will happen in weeks or days. Chronological time continues the same, but divine time operates in another dimension, compressing processes, shortening distances, eliminating unnecessary waits. Prepare yourself for the accelerated pace of this new reality. The spiritual authority you carry in this new season is amplified. Your words will have creative power. Your declarations will shape realities. Your prayers will receive immediate answers. What you decree with faith will be established with surprising speed. This authority doesn't come from ego or earthly positions. It flows directly from your connection with the divine source and your alignment with the purpose for which you were created. The impossible will become your new normal in this season. The extraordinary will be your everyday. The supernatural will be your natural experience. Miracles won't be rare events, but regular occurrences that will confirm the special favor that rests upon your life. You'll stop being surprised by unexpected blessings and will begin to expect them as part of the new pattern established for your existence. This new season isn't beginning because you earned it or because you finally reached some standard of perfection. It's beginning because divine timing has arrived, the perfect moment in the celestial calendar for you to enter a new dimension of prosperity and purpose. Your part is not to question the timing or doubt your readiness. It's simply to accept, receive, and walk in the fullness of what is being offered. Declare out loud, "The new season is officially beginning in my life. The cycle of financial miracles, open doors, and abundant harvest is activated now. I completely detach myself from the past and embrace with all my strength the glorious future unfolding before me. This is my hour. This is my moment. This is my season of manifestation. Chosen one, the message I've shared with you today is not just words. It's a prophetic declaration about the new reality that is already manifesting in your life. God's hand is opening doors of prosperity that no one can close. The inevitable sign of divine intervention is already visible to those who have eyes to see. The doors that seemed locked now open before you without effort. The hour of manifestation is no longer a promise for the future. It's a present reality unfolding at every moment. No force, no person, no circumstance can prevent the flow of prosperity that has been released over your life by divine decree. You are being prepared and positioned for larger places, for spheres of influence that once seemed unreachable. Your light will shine where once you were ignored. Your voice will be heard where once it was silenced. Your worth will be recognized where once it was questioned. The new season has officially begun. The cycle of miracles, blessings, and supernatural manifestations is in full swing. All you need to do is recognize, receive, and walk in the awareness of this new reality. Don't look back. Don't dwell on the limitations of the past. Keep your eyes fixed on the abundance that unfolds before you. This message reached you at the perfect moment, not by chance, but by a divine alignment that was prepared long before you were born. Your name was written in this blessing from the beginning. Your life is now entering the phase of abundant harvest that has always been your destiny. Before we say goodbye, I ask you to take an act of faith. Click the like button to affirm that you received this message with an open heart. Subscribe to the channel to continue receiving words of prosperity and direction that will keep you aligned with your divine purpose. Always remember, you are chosen to shine, to prosper, to manifest divine glory in every area of your life. The doors of prosperity are open. Enter with confidence and claim everything that has always been yours by divine right.